Hey, only 6 people? No, must be more. Hold on. Let me check. I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you kidding me? Is it too late in the day? Okay. Let's wait till some other people join. Take a große Frank. Well, you have no idea how great I am. No matter how great you think I am way greater than what you think I am. Trust me. And I don't blame you because you don't really. Well, of course you're observing me. You're observing me, but if you actually knew what I can do, yeah, damn it. D. You know, once in a while I check out the people that show up here on my channel, and I just want to know who follows me, who watches my videos. Miguel Santiago. Miguel, we had contact today, right? You wanted to. What did you want to do? Hold on. I think you wanted to join one of my programs, Naldo. Yeah. Well, if you want to join my order, you got to find me on Facebook and contact me there. For everybody who's watching here, I'm opening up my order for new members. So if you want to join, we can talk about that. But there will be an onboarding call. Okay, so there's no guarantee. Hit me up on Facebook, and then we can decide about that. Well, as you guys know, I'm a sorcerer. Okay, I'm a magician, and what I'm mainly focused on is efficiency, an efficient or more efficient way of doing witchcraft, being better at it. And how do you test that? What does that mean? You must get results, real world results with your magic. Okay, so every day, part of my time, of course, I got to do, you know, the shit that needs to be done to live. You know, you gotta fucking make money. You gotta do this and do that and do this. Now, for all of that, magic can be used to make it easier for you. Okay, I use magic for everything from networking to fucking making money to everything. You know, everything includes magic. But in the rest of the time, here's what I'm doing. I'm studying the laws of the universe and I'm applying those to manipulate physical reality. That's what I do. That's what a magician does. Okay, so I'm not really interested in let's say worshiping entities or doing rituals for purely mystical results. Okay, I want concrete physical results. So today I had a massive breakthrough. Actually, that began yesterday. Well, today I had a major breakthrough, and my magic once again has evolved to a completely new level. Okay, and if you knew what I'm actually doing, you wouldn't even believe it. You know, it's literally it's almost incomprehensible to most people. But here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. What made you want to become one, Frank? What, a magician? Look, everybody out there, I ask, how can you not be a magician? Everybody who has a problem with that, I ask you what's wrong with you. Okay, how can you not be a magician? How can you not use your imagination in combination with energy and a codified way in order to move the elements around you? Why would you not want to do that? I mean, there are a couple of archetypes, okay? A couple of archetypes for men, okay? For man. What does a man do? Or what is a powerful man? And I think all of us, we want to be powerful men. Isn't that true? Like, as a man, you want power, first and foremost. You want to be powerful, right? So there's the archetype of, let's say, the king, the archetype of the warrior. There's the archetype of the priest, or the archetype of the magician. Okay, just the connector between the invisible and the visible. And when we go back into tribal days, we were living in tribes, pre-society's laws, pre all of that bullshit that we're being fed these days, when it was actually about survival, and we were living in harmony with nature. Every tribe had a shaman. Every tribe had the sorcerer that is connected to the other side, with the invisible, with the unseen, who can divine the forces of the cosmos and the forces of destiny and bend those forces so that it serves the survival of himself and the group, right? And that's who I am. That's what I've been born to do. If I would live, let's say 10,000 BC, I would be a shaman of the tribe. That's what I would be. In 2019, I'm a black magician on YouTube that writes books. Okay, but that's who I am. Okay, very important position in the tribe, very high value, and actually the most powerful position of them all, the most prestigious position of them all. Okay, when you look at, let's say, the Druids were the highest class in their societies. Okay, the Druids are those shamans, those sorcerers. Those are the highest ones, the ones closest to the gods. Then there's like kings, then there's warriors, then there's all of this other stuff. Okay, so the shamans, the sorcerers are always those at the highest level. Okay? They say that the army gains its power from the king. The authority is given to the army by the king. And the king is given his authority by the priests, because the priests speak to the gods. Okay? The priests are the connection between creator and creation. Okay? So if you don't think that's the coolest thing ever, I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay? What else do you want to be? Do you want to be a peasant? Is that cool for you? Is that great? Like, what other options do you have? Now, I would say I have part of a warrior inside of me too, because I'm a martial artist. I'm a fighter. So I can also defend myself. I don't need people to defend me, but I would be a little bit too precious to be sacrificed in a battle, if you will. Okay, so that's my natural position, and I do what I do because I live in harmony with nature. And I recommend you find a way to do that yourself too. Okay, if you're working a 9 to 5, living on the fucking, I don't know, living or working in corporate America or whatever the fuck else you do, you're not in touch with your nature, and you're suffering for it every single day. Okay, yeah, but you don't need me to tell you. You know, every single day, in the back of your mind, you're being told by nature, by the laws of the universe, it's punishing you. Nature is punishing you. You see, because you're living not in harmony with your nature. So, what martial arts do you practice, Frank? Well, I've been practicing many martial arts throughout my life. Okay, so Wing Chun was a big deal for me. Uh, Kickboxing, Thai boxing, um, some MMA, you know, and what I'm doing right now are a mix of all of those, but the most efficient stuff. It's probably a type of Krav Maga. That's what you could call it. The most efficient stuff. I actually go for real world combat, if that makes sense. So preparation for what actually might happen on the streets. Okay. If all of you look, I have respect for any fighter that is actually good. What does that mean? Look, it's not about the style that you practice. It's about the fighter. It's about the actual person using it. Okay, that's number one. So, just because you're, let's say, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty big. Everybody is like big on that. Yes, but come on. I mean, if they all say that fights need to go to the ground, yes. If you're in a fucking cage where there's a judge and a ring and all that, and you're not allowed to elbow the person or put your knee into their face when they touch you or whatever, yeah, the fight's most likely going to go to the ground. But here's what I would do if somebody would try to run me over and then get me to the, get me on the ground. I would find a way to neutralize that before, okay? Because I'm 6'4". I'm a tall guy, okay? So on the ground, I have a disadvantage. Say somebody 5'4" fights me, decides to get me to the ground and actually gets me on the ground. That person is much shorter, so it takes him less time to fucking move all over me and fucking choke the shit out of me. Okay, so that's not a good position. It really depends on your body type. It depends on physical strength. Okay, what do you do? What are you going to do if you're just weaker than the opponent? So it's not about the style. It's about how you use the style, and it really depends. So there's no best style. So that's why you need to that's why you need to know many different ways of protecting yourself, many different ways. But let's say for a guy like me who's taller than average, and has a long reach, I got fucking long arms. I tell you, fucking long arms. No one's gonna get close to me. You think you can punch me? Get the fuck out of here! You're never gonna punch me. I know how to use distance. Okay. And it's not even my arms, man. It's my fucking legs. I can use my legs too. No one's gonna fucking punch me. Okay, you just come close enough, boom, you got one. Okay? I'm gonna knock you out for sure. And if you get into close range, I'll fucking poke the shit out of your eye or break your nose or whatever. I got elbows, got all this other stuff. Now, of course, I know how to defend myself on the ground too, but I don't want to go there. So I got other stuff to do. Mr. Wizard, may I ask a magical question? Yeah, please enchant us with your question. Go ahead. Mr. Wizard. Yeah, ask your magical question. Enchant me. Enchant me. I used to box. Maybe one day we can do a little spar. I don't think so. Damn, no. Look, the way to... Look, if you want to make me have to spar you, you have to challenge me. Okay, that's... Because I can't bitch out at that point, and we have to make it happen. But this is kind of like... I could say yes or no. Can you show us how to activate Kundalini? Through YouTube? No. Through YouTube, I can't do that. If I cleanse myself and my family of a generational curse, can I use that same demon for other purposes later for other things? I don't completely understand the question. Like, are you using the demon to cleanse the curse, or is the demon the one that's put the curse on you? Your question does not really make sense, but here's what I can tell you. What you want to find is a superior system, a system that is capable of solving any problem, and then you just plug yourself into the system and emphasize the right points that need to be taken care of, okay? Such a system is what I'm developing right now. It's way superior than whatever else you might have heard of out there, because it is based on a superior occult technology. So here's what's going on, man. Your mind generates thoughts. Thoughts have real physical property, okay? You consist of a spirit, a mind, and a body. In order for you to change physical reality, you need to generate ideas and you need to energize those ideas long enough so that your physical body responds to that idea. This is when it has been condensed far enough so that it can actually have like physical results around you. Okay? So this is a system and a syntax that I'm giving you here. And when you're using that correctly, you should have no problem manifesting things left and right around you. Okay? Now, the limiting factor in this formula is energy. How much energy are you capable of putting into the thought that you conjured up? Okay, and this is where the conditioning comes in. Okay, the conditioning. You have to build up your energy body. You have to build up your concentration. You have to actually develop the skills to make that work. Okay, but I've given you the formula. Now you have to condition yourself. Okay, coming back to what we were talking about, martial arts. A martial art without physical fitness is not as good. Okay, you could have a superior system, but it's about the person using the system. You see, I'm giving you a superior formula for this work. Okay, for witchcraft. Now it's up to you to use it. As far as I can see, nobody can use it as well as I can. Yeah, why? Because people don't have the discipline. You need fucking discipline. You need discipline, 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 discipline. Okay? But this is so hard, Frank. No, you're too weak. That's what's up, okay? You're not putting in the work that is necessary. Straight up. And there's really not much else I could say about this. All right? It's literally that simple. Literally that simple. I'm going to contact you via email. I'm in New York City. Okay, what does that do for me? I'm not in New York City. Why would you need to let me know that you're in New York City? I'm not there. Someone put a generational. You is amazing, bro. Thanks. If someone sends a demon against you, can you capture it and send it back? Yes. Yes, you can do that. Do you have any favorite spirit you love to work with? A couple of them. Can we use magic to get fame? If that's your desire, yeah. But one ritual is not going to be enough. You would need to. You need to increase. I mean, you need to go step by step. You need to increase your sphere of influence, if you will. What is your view on digital altars? You can use them. Why not? Definitely. See, a lot of my server tours, my spirits and all of that, they don't even have a physical interface at all. It's kind of like a Bitcoin wallet, you know. There are different types of wallets for Bitcoin, right? A paper wallet, a digital wallet, or I think they call it a brain wallet. Yeah, which is basically just you just remember the fucking key in your brain, right? So yeah, you can do it with altars, temples, and all of that in the same way, if you're good enough. But I recommend that everybody starts out with actual physical implements, you know, and then you can move on to more subtle approaches. Isn't Bitcoin a scam? Can you define scam? I don't think Bitcoin is a scam. What do you mean? Scam. I actually believe Bitcoin is. It was a test run by the central banks and world governments. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, you think that some Japanese guy in his basement came up with a currency and the encryption and blockchain and all that fucking technology? One guy, whatever his fucking name is, I forgot the name, but that's the official version. Okay, that guy's not even public. Okay, now what is the logic behind it? Yeah, of course, I develop a fucking currency. I could be a fucking trillionaire by now, but I stay anonymous because I just do that out of the. I do that for the sake of the people. Like, that makes zero sense. Okay. Number two, look, Bitcoin, in my opinion, it was a test run. What the world governments are actually trying to do, in my opinion, is control centralized control. Okay, so what is more control than controlling people's money? You see, so we're all moving towards a cashless society. Okay, so cash is going to be gone, and everybody's going to use a digital currency. That digital currency that's going to come is probably going to be based on. It's probably going to be based on the blockchain technology. Okay, Bitcoin was a test run, in my opinion. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. So I don't think it's a scam. It's just not what people think it is. Okay? And you can see that now with Libra, Facebook Libra, the currency that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to introduce. I'll bring out. It's not going to work. Look, if money supply is so fucking important, if cash or controlling money is so important, and you're a government, would you just let anybody take that power away from you? That makes no sense. Do you think these people are stupid? Do you think the governments are stupid? Do you think everything just happens as a fucking coincidence? Of course not. You know? Yeah, let's just take them away all the power that we have. Right? Makes no sense in my book. Do you teach how to create a servitor in one of your courses? Yeah, I even got a video on that. Is there a correlation between the 72 demons of the Goetia and the 72 angels of the Shem HaMephorash? Are you talking about the fallen angels of the Shem HaMephorash? Yeah, I would say so. Are you talking about the fallen angels of the Shem HaMephorash? There is probably a connection, yes. The 70, you're talking about the 72 names of God, right? Shem HaMephorash. So yes, that's probably, look. That's hard to say, man. That's really hard to say. When we look on, the origin of all of those entities is really unclear. Maybe not. I tell you what. If it serves the purpose of getting you deeper into the system and helps you immerse yourself in it, go for it. Okay, go for it. See, the universe works in a way where the question that you ask is going to be answered. Any question that you ask is going to be answered by the universe because it's a fucking game, bro. This is a fucking game. There is no single truth in a sense. The only truth there is that you are a spirit experiencing a virtual reality game and you're supposed to create things here. You're supposed to play this game. That's the only truth there is, okay? Any entity is a thought form, okay? At one point, somebody created it and is fucking and this thought form has been entertained and energized so much that it's now running the show because people forgot what they actually are. Man has been confused for a very long time. For a very long time. You won't delete this video, right? Can we affect people through magic without any link to that particular person? Well, you knowing about them is a link. You being able to conjure up a picture in your mind about that person is already a psychic link. So it's not true that you don't have a psychic link. Even just knowing their name. Do you know how many times I do a divination and people just tell me the name of the person? I'm like, okay, let me tune in, and boom, I see them in my mind's eye. I can tell you all kinds of shit about them, details in their lives and whatever. So the psychic link doesn't work in the way where you think. See, you guys, you think in way too limited terms, man. You think in a way too limited way. You're still stuck in the fucking physical dimension. Your mind is not stuck in the physical. Yours is, but it doesn't have to be there. You can actually disassociate from the physical and then act upon it and control, affect the physical matter, energy, space, time continuum, which is what we call the physical universe. Now, as soon as you identify with the physical body, physical objects, fucking things, you're trapped, okay? And you can't do magic anymore. Your mind gets stuck and you can't play the game anymore. The game becomes very serious at that point. You know? You gotta disassociate and then you can handle all this shit. See, it's kind of like a game that you have to master, and you can only master a game if you're bigger than the game, you see? Have you ever noticed any subject that you take sides in, you're no longer able to control? Any argument where you take a side in, you become smaller than it, you know? Should I start with love spells? I don't know how to immerse myself. How can I disassociate from the physical? Should I start with love spells? You should start with learning fucking technique. You should learn with techniques. Ashley. Hi, Frank. Glad to catch you live again. You're so knowledgeable. Admire a question. Interested in getting info on your magical order, but I'm blocked. Are you willing to allow communication? I haven't blocked you. I don't know how that happened. I did not block you. There must be something on your side. How can I tell if I'm finished with a clefothic sphere? Well, you're probably going to come back to the spheres over and over and over again. Look, consciousness has no end. Okay, there is no end to your journey. There is no end to how much understanding you can gain out of anything. Look, I could, if I wanted to, study all of existence through this fucking pencil. I could, for the rest of my life, study this pencil, and I would be able to discern and learn about all of the secrets of the universe. Why? Because as above, so below. Do you see? All the hermetic principles are included in this here. It's a universe of vibration. It's a you know, I mean, if you truly understand the Hermetic principles, you will find them play out everywhere and anywhere in every interaction, all of that. And this is actually what we're supposed to do here, okay? We're supposed to understand this game based on the 7 Hermetic principles, and then you're supposed to use those principles to control this game. Pick your favorite way of interacting with this world, and then do it. You could be a let's say you're a salesperson. You could study the universe by using sales as your craft. You know, witchcraft. Witchcraft is something else. Witchcraft is probably the most direct way of dealing with that. But you could use the martial arts to study about, to learn about the universe and existence. You could use anything but your fucking 9 to 5 corporate job, okay? That's not going to give you anything. That's actually numbing you. It's fucking numbing you. Get out of that. Get out of that. You think you're not going to make it? You're going to make it. You're going to make it. Okay, what are you doing? No, I'm yeah, talking to people here um, that are brave enough to do that. You need some fucking bravery in life. You need to be a little bit braver. Somebody said they messaged me. Where did you message me? I didn't get a message from you. Where did you do that? On Facebook? Hey Frank, it's good to see you live. Yeah, thanks. Frank. Yeah. What's my motherfucking name? I messaged you on Facebook about joining the order. Okay, what's your name on Facebook? What is your sun, moon, and rising? I said that many times. My sun's Libra, my rising is Scorpio, and my moon is Pisces. Yep, it's Pisces. A Pisces moon. I have such a good heart, it's not even funny. I'm actually, look, I fucking love animals. I love dogs. Hey, what's up, Shar? I love dogs. I do. I hate to see people suffer, actually. Okay? And when I walk past the homeless person, I can't fucking keep my money in my pocket. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm actually a very, very good person. That evil black magician and sorcerer that you think I am. Okay? I'm helping more people than any fucking Christian out there. Okay? I'm a good person, and I know that for a fact. And everybody who knows me, who's interacted with me, who's had to deal with me, knows that I'm actually a good person, but I'm terrifying as well. Okay? Because if people fuck with me, I can turn into a beast. I'd rather not put my name on here, but I just messaged you about an hour ago. About an hour ago, man. Like, actually on Facebook or email. So I don't know. Well, probably a good idea to message me again. Facebook. Okay. Is a blessing the opposite of a curse? Can you make blessing that is more powerful than a curse? Yeah, I think so. I think you can you can make a blessing more powerful than a curse, for sure. I do believe that. Now, what you all need to find, guys, is your fucking purpose. That's what you need to find first and foremost, okay? You need a purpose. You need a purpose, man. You need a purpose. Because what if you can do all of this shit? Look, I've been there, okay? I've been there. You need to know your purpose first, okay? And with that purpose, learn witchcraft. This is how you're gonna this is how you're gonna progress faster. What's my motherfucking name? Yeah. Good night, Ashley. Mm-hmm. What is a good technique to overcome anxiety and self doubt? I don't think there's a technique. Just do what you need to do, and accept the doubt. Accept that you have anxiety and accept that you have doubt. That's it. I think fear is good. You should be afraid. Okay. Anybody who tells you that they have no fear and don't experience fear, it's either because they're doing something that they've done many, many times, so the anxiety has moved away or has diminished, or they're lying. Okay. So who cares about fear? Who cares about anxiety? You need a purpose. That's what's up. You need a purpose that's bigger than any other feelings. Okay. Well, I'll wrap it up now because I got some private stuff to take care of.